I'll give you the definition of dharma. Mahabharata very clearly says, do not do unto others what will cause pain to you if done to you. This is the definition of dharma. Second, I can give you that verse also. Natat parasya samdatyat pratikulam yatatmanaha esha samkshepato dharma kamat anya pravartate. This is the definition of dharma. Mahabharata, 5th canto, 1517th verse, 113th chapter of Anushasana Parva, 8th verse defines about dharma. Natat parasya samdatyat pratikulam yatatmanaha esasham shepato dharma kamat anya pravartate. This is the definition of dharma. Next, when this definition is imbibed into our speaking, you achieve power of words. The Vak Shakti expresses through you. When this definition of dharma is imbibed into your thinking, the power of thinking expresses through you. When this definition of dharma is imbibed in your feeling, responsibility, it expresses. It gives you the power of feeling. When you imbibe this one truth into your living, power of living expresses through you. Please understand. Just this one truth becoming part of your words, thinking, feeling, and living is essence of dharma. When you are thinking, imbibes this one truth, do not do unto others that which would cause you pain if done to you. Actually, that is integrity. I can define integrity. I don't want to give a very low definition of integrity, like keeping up time, speaking the facts. No. I am very clear. Please understand. I wanted to give the adequate, larger, complete definition for integrity. The adequate, complete, larger definition for integrity is bring this principle of dharma, natat parasya samdatyat pratikulam yadatmana esacham shepato dharma kamadanya pravartade. Bring this principle into your words. Bring this dharma into your words. The words you utter towards yourself and others. So relevant. A leader's words will always be relevant for ages. I can see that. When you bring integrity into your thinking, you will know the right words to be uttered. And I tell you, all leaders, whether social or political or cinema or religious or spiritual or revolutionary leaders, all leaders are successful. You can become a leader, you can become a successful leader only when you achieve the power of words. Only when you can choose the right word at right moment. The whole world, I can say only there are two kinds of people. Whole world can be divided just as two. One, the people who know to choose right word, they are always leaders. The one who don't know how to choose right words, they are always followers. That's all. World only has two categories. The ability to choose the right word. Please understand, I am not saying just the ability to choose the right word when you speak to others. I am not saying about the oratory skill or the ability to be a speaker. That is secondary. I am saying ability to choose the right word even when you talk to yourself. Ability to choose the right word when you relate with yourself. Ability to choose the right word towards you. Integrity starts. The power of dharma starts. The Vak Siddhi starts. Vak Shakti starts in you when you choose right word towards you. Please understand, right words towards you starts leadership quality in you. When you choose the right words towards you, you will choose the right words towards others. Choosing right words towards you. Please listen. I am giving you some of the important, very important basic truth about life. Only the act of choosing is done consciously. Once chosen and trend is set, you cannot change it. For yourself a different trend and for others a different trend. There is only one printing machine inside you have. Whether you want to print something for yourself or print something for others, the same machine only can print. If you are using the right words towards you, you will use the same right words towards others. If you are using disheartening, negative words towards you, I have seen many people use negative words towards themselves. Oh, whatever I touch will not be successful. Anything I do will be failure. I don't know why still I am alive. When you use this kind of abusive words towards you, you will be using same words towards others. You will never give confidence, courage, energy to the people who are living around you. I tell you, only when you give courage and confidence and energy to people who are living around you, only when you make others leader, you are a leader. Leader continues to be leader as long as he makes everyone as leader. Making leaders is the job of leader. The words you use inside you and the words you use towards others will always be in the same tone. It is double-edged sword. So I tell you, the first spiritual practice you need to do is bringing dharma into your words. Dharma into your words. Bringing awareness into your words. Next, bringing dharma into your thinking. Please understand, your thinking, your mind, your inner space has four major components. The idea you carry about you, inner image. The idea you project about you to others, outer image. The idea others carry about you, others' image. An idea you carry about others and life, life's image. Please listen. These four put together forms the way you think, why you think the way you think. why you behave the way you behave. So these four parts of your thinking need to be completely purified. It needs tremendous purification. Listen, the idea you carry about you, inner image, in Sanskrit we have the word mamakara. The idea you carry about how you project you to others is outer image, ahankara. Others' expectation about you. In Sanskrit we say anyakara. Your idea about life and others. In Sanskrit we say swa anyakara. These four, inner image, outer image, others image, life image. I'll define once more. Ideas you have about you inside you, inner image, it will always be low. What am I? Okay. The ideas you project about you to others, outer image. In Sanskrit we have a word ahankara. It will always be more than what you are. Do you know who am I? Do you know who am I? That is ahankara. And anyakara, what others expect from you. What others want from you. How others hold you for themselves. This is anyakara. How you hold life and others for yourself. Swanyakara. Understand? All these four need to be consciously organized in you. If you are postponing cleaning your house, cleaning your bathroom, cleaning your bedroom, cleaning your godown, all that can be forgiven. But don't postpone cleaning your ideas about yourself, cleaning your ideas about your experience of you, cleaning your ideas about life. Please listen. Integrity or authenticity is nothing but cleaning the house we reside, cleaning the space we reside. You reside in your inner space more time than in your bedroom and office. Clean this. It is unfortunate we miss the place where we reside more time and go on cleaning the house in which we stay less time. What we feel about us, what we experience as we, and how we project ourselves to others. This need to be completed first. I am not saying remove bad quality, bring good quality. No, no, no. No quality is good or bad. All qualities are good at some point, bad at some point. I am not talking about that. I am trying to tell you only one thing. I am trying to tell you only one thing. Just bring awareness into your thinking, completion into your thinking. You will have spiritual strength. I tell you. Please understand. Thinking with awareness, aligning your thinking, the idea you have about you, the idea you project about you to others, and ideas others have about you, and the idea you have about life. All these four need to be ironed out, complete with this great truth of Dhamma. You need little contemplation. Today, take little time to contemplate how to bring Dharma into all this: integrity, authenticity, responsibility, and enriching. The power of your thinking, and power of your words, and power of your feeling, and power of your living. Your power of words gets enhanced with integrity. Your power of thinking gets enhanced with authenticity. Your power of feeling gets enhanced with responsibility. Your power of living gets enhanced by enriching. We need to bring responsibility into our thinking, into our feeling. The power of feeling is achieved when you bring responsibility. I always give this example. If you see a scrolling in the channel, bomb blast, 120 people died, you wake up, oh God, where? Iraq. You just, okay, it's okay. The moment you get the information, Iraq, you think it is not my responsibility, somebody else's place, leave it. But if that word is India, immediately you wake up, oh God, what is happening? Because you feel emotionally responsible only for India. I tell you, we need to feel emotionally responsible for all the Hindus all over the world. And ultimately, all the human beings all over the world. It is our responsibility to enrich them. Understand? Only with responsibility, the power of your feeling is awakened. Enriching, the fourth principle, reaching out to people, constantly enriching others' lives, constantly enriching others' lives. If you see in the shipyards, boatyards, you will see a wall separating one bit of ocean where the ships and boats are stationed. That small wall gives the feeling that area is separate from ocean to protect the boats from the high waves. If the wall is broken, that shipyard and the ocean is one and the same. Same way, the idea of impossibility separates you from the cosmos, separates you from the God. Whenever you say, this is not possible for me, you are a human separated from God. And please understand, breaking the boundary of impossibility. I'm not saying you will start flying, you will start walking on the water. I'm not saying that. But all I am saying is, you created the law of who can fly, which can fly, what can fly, who can walk, which can walk, where can walk. So you are the owner of the constitution. You are the head of the constitution of the cosmos. So you can do what you want. You can fly by taking the bird body. You can fly by assuming the bird's body. So you are the head of the constitution of the cosmos. You created the law. So what all you can express through the body and what all you can't express because you designed the body such a way. And same way, I am not saying you will not have any benefit other than intellectual understanding. No. You may not be able to fly, but you will be able to really, really run fast. So many powers which your body has, which you have not opened, can be opened. Many powers which your body has, which you have not opened, can be opened. And the power of words. See, when you harness the power of words, you will use the best words towards you and towards others. You will be so happy and feel strong about you, strengthened. Words are the material out of which you are built. This building will feel strength based on the material on which it is built. Listen, if this building is built out of brick, it will feel itself certain level strong. If this building is built out of stone, it will feel itself totally in a different level. The strength of the building, how the building feels about itself, is based on the words, based on the building material used. Same way, how you feel about you is based on the words you use towards you. When you harness the power of words, listen. When you harness the power of words, you will have such powerful feeling about you. You will use such choiceful words towards you and others. Natat parasya samdatyat pratikulam yat atmanaha esasham shepato dharma kamat anya pravartate. This is the essence of dharma, definition of dharma. Do not do unto others that which would cause you pain if done to you. Don't do unto others that which would cause you pain if done to you.
First thing, you do not need to suffer. Second thing, you don't suffer because of your ignorance. You suffer because of your arrogance. Maybe the arrogance comes by ignorance, but if you understand your suffering is because of arrogance, you can do something about it. The moment you classify that as ignorance, you decide you can't do anything about it. Just ignorance without arrogance is never a suffering. Understand? Just ignorance without arrogance is never a suffering. It is the deadly combination of arrogance and ignorance is suffering. Deadly combination of arrogance and ignorance is suffering. That's the exact word I will use. Deadly combination. deadly combination of arrogance and ignorance is suffering. If you just give up arrogance, life will be completely new. It will not be insane. One great thing with our masters, our yogis, such a amazing compassion and a thorough research and analysis and documentation. Being disturbed, people ask me, Swamiji, an enlightened person should not have a desire. You really don't have a desire? They come and ask me. I tell them, be very clear. Enlightened person, the word enlightenment should be very clearly understood. Only then you will understand the enlightened person also. See, as on now, in a normal human mind, if they have 10 acre, all 10 acre, they are growing something, some rice or paddy or sugar cane or something. It is filled, occupied. In an enlightened being, he has got 1 million acre, only 10 acre is used for agriculture. Will he even know that agriculture is going on in some place? No. I have 1 million acre. So even if agriculture is going on in 10 acre, I will not even know. Same way, enlightened being has got so much of inner space, the 10 acre is like a negligible. The inner chattering which is happening is negligible. All you need to do is expand the inner space. I am not telling you to kill all the, destroy the agriculture which is happening in 10 acre. No. That will lead you to tamas, means depression and inertia. That will lead you to tamas and depression. I am not telling you to destroy the agriculture which is happening in the 10 acre. No, I am telling you to expand the inner space so that the 10 acre sound will not disturb you. The noise which is being created in the 10 acre agriculture will not disturb you. You will not feel suffocated. You will have more space. You will feel expanded. You will feel the fulfillment. Aparigraha does not mean not having the basic items, basic things, no. But creating a bigger inner space. How to? How to do? Whenever you feel that you are possessing something, decide very clearly to unclutch from it consciously. Visualize how your life will be without that object or that person. Sometimes you may think, oh, I can do without it. That's all. Then perfectly all right. Sometimes you may have little suffering. Go through that suffering, that moment itself. That suffering itself will purify you. Understand? When you feel that you are too much attached, you are possessive of some person or some object, sit and visualize your life without that person or that object. If you feel you can do without it, relax, nothing to worry. If you feel suffering, oh God, my life will, I can't do without him or her or that object, then sit and meditate your life without that person. Create that pain, allow that suffering. Suddenly you will see that suffering itself is so powerful. The pain is so powerful. It will teach you, it will purify you. When you come out, when that suffering disappears from your inner space, because you can't be constantly suffering. At the most, you can suffer for a few hours. Slowly that suffering will settle down. That depression will leave you. That pain will leave your inner space. When that pain leaves your inner space, already you would have learnt a lesson of aparigraha. This is powerful technique to achieve aparigraha. Start meditating your life without that person or object. Let that pain, suffering arise in your inner space and wait till it disappears. Be silent, have patience till that disappears. When that pain and suffering leaves your inner space, you would have been matured, because pain and suffering teaches you. It's a powerful master. It's a powerful teacher. No other master or teacher can teach you like pain or suffering. Using even pain to learn, using even suffering to grow, using even the failures to mature yourself. When you expand your inner space through this way, understand this technique is a very powerful technique. Try it. Whenever you feel you are possessive of somebody, something, sit, unclutch, disconnect, allow the pain, allow the suffering. Now what can be done? Because anything can be taken away from you. The product or that person can be taken away from you. It is not that he or that person or the product is going to be with you forever. No. So, just meditate the non-possessiveness, meditate on aparigraha, and be without that person or the object. You will see the pain itself teaches you, and you are free from the pain, you are free from the suffering, you are free from the parigraha, you are free from the possessiveness.
All right. So as you understand the definition of dharma given by Swamiji, do not do unto others that which would cause pain to you if done to you. And many times we would have violated this definition, and we create pain not only for others but for ourselves. And finally, we create that kind of an ecosystem around us. See, for example, let's say that you want to make money. So if you do it in a dharmic way, you will surround yourself with the best ecosystem that supports your growth and that does not pull you towards life negative things. But when you violate dharma, you also create that kind of an environment around you.
Yes, Swamiji has clearly shared that we do not have that kind of intelligence to create words for others and create different words for ourselves. So even if we use the harsh words to others, that means what? We're using those same harsh words onto ourselves. Same way, if we use the powerless, discouraging words onto ourselves, we will also never be able to provide a strong support for another person. Subtly, we will discourage them. We will drain them from their inspiration. So we have to build ourselves on powerful cognitions and build other people as leaders so that we will build ourselves as leaders as well. So we're going to enter into an internalization exercise on this very powerful truth that can really shift the way that we hold ourselves and others.
Yes, so reflect on this definition of dharma and how it applies to your words, thoughts, feelings, and your life. And try to see how much aligned you are in these 4 dimensions. Okay, so you can contemplate and pen down your understandings when you feel that you are aligned to this definition and when you feel that you are not, and describe the whole thing. If you are not aligned, then what are the consequences when you violate this definition? How finally it is causing suffering for yourself? So you can reflect on that, pen down and share your understanding. All right. So if there is any doubt or understanding that you feel like sharing, feel free to do so. Always remember this definition and always watch yourself from which space you are operating. That's why even somebody was talking about the 4 images that we have. And because when you have incompletion inside, you will always end up creating incompletions around you. So bringing yourself to completion, bringing yourself to integrity, aligning yourself to the 4 tattvas will ensure that you never cause pain around you and that all your action only create completion around you in others.
Yes. In the next segment, as we are now moving on to the next Jnana segment, we're going to learn about the importance of dropping our victimhood. Swamiji already described that being in the victim space is the worst thing, that he would never even wish to those who cherish enmity towards him. Because when you hold yourself as a victim of reality, you start believing that, you start experiencing that, and the cosmos can't do anything about it. It has to go give its tatastu. So you will live through that experience. So always live from the space of leadership, of ownership. You are responsible for everything that is happening in and around you, and empower yourself. So let us dive deeper into this powerful understanding from Swamiji directly.
Paramashiva's message from Sri KAILASA. Do not make your impossibilities sacred by justifying them to yourself and others. Do not make your powerlessness as your identity by consciously justifying their existence to yourself and to others. Listen, all your powerlessness, your problems, your impossibilities get solidified. It becomes arrogance. Your strong core component, when you decide to justify their existence within you and to others. I have seen people saying, oh, I was brought up by my stepmother, that is the reason I have all the problems. Over. Now, all your problems, you made it very sacred. You have given them the right to exist in you, in others. Understand? When you say, oh, my root pattern is the root cause of all these impossibilities I have. Morning, why did you not create coffee properly? That is the question husband asked. And you start, oh, my root pattern is the problem. The moment you start justifying the existence of your ignorance, impossibilities, powerlessness, the mess up you do because of non-involvement, your own tamas, the moment you justify them to yourself with some reason, and the moment you justify them with some reason to others, you made them as arrogant, strong inside you. If you know it is your root pattern, just burn them. Knowledge that your problems are from your root pattern is given to burn them, not to justify the problem and give the sacred status to the problem.
Whenever you justify your problems to yourself, you make that arrogant. When you justify your problems to others, you make that as a solid part of your identity. When others also agree, your problems have some reason. Over. You made your problems sacred. Now you will start worshipping your powerlessness. Do not make your impossibilities sacred by justifying them to yourself and others. Do not make your powerlessness as your identity by consciously justifying their existence to yourself and to others. Listen, all your powerlessness, your problems, your impossibilities get solidified. It becomes arrogance. Your strong core component, when you decide to justify their existence within you and to others. I have seen people saying, oh, I was brought up by my stepmother, that is the reason I have all the problems. Over. Now, all your problems, you made it very sacred. You have given them the right to exist in you, in others. Understand? When you say, oh, my root pattern is the root cause of all these impossibilities I have. Morning, why did you not create coffee properly? That is the question husband asked. And you start, oh, my root pattern is the problem. The moment you start justifying the existence of your ignorance, impossibilities, powerlessness, the mess up you do because of non-involvement, your own tamas, the moment you justify them to yourself with some reason, and the moment you justify them with some reason to others, you made them as arrogant, strong inside you. If you know it is your root pattern, just burn them. Knowledge that your problems are from your root pattern is given to burn them, not to justify the problem and give the sacred status to the problem. Whenever you justify your problems to yourself, you make that arrogant. When you justify your problems to others, you make that as a solid part of your identity. When others also agree, your problems have some reason. Over. You made your problems sacred. Now you will start worshipping your powerlessness.
Listen to this truth again. Sadashiva made all of us in his own sea. S-E-E. I don't want to conclude it as seeing or seeing. See. Because one more understanding I want to share with you. Only if some matter is connected to you, you feel that as me. For example, as long as your hands are connected to you, you feel that as you. You can handle it. You can do what you want with it.
You can stretch, push, pull, up, down, all. But if your third eye is awakened, you enter into the next frequency. Everything you see, you know, is the material out of which you are made, is the same material out of which whatever you are seeing is also made. So, you just know how to deal with the matrix. You just know the matter becomes your own extension. Anything you see becomes your own extension. Looks too big. I know for most of you, even understanding is so difficult. How is it going to happen to me? When is it going to happen to me? After going through so much of attack from all corners of the world, I mean, there is no suffering.
Understand, you can always sacrifice the achievements, pleasantness, bliss, joy related to your past. You can always forget that you completed PhD. But you can never forget you got delayed for one of your examination because you spent time with your girlfriend, or you slept and you did not appear for that examination. That pain you will be carrying even now. Sacrificing the past related pains. Understanding even factually, many of your pains are unjustified and incorrect. Understanding even factually, your pains are not supported, justified by the reality, real happening is completion. I am repeating. Even factually, as per the real happening, what has happened, if you look what has happened from all dimensions, even your pains are not justified. Your pains are not really right. Even your pains do not have justification to exist in you. If you see the past happenings multidimensionally, is completion with the past. I tell you, how much ever you say, no, I know I have some pains which are absolutely justified. No. You may be Guni, you may be Kaikeyi, you may be Surpanaga, you may be Danganaka Duck, Danganaka Dick, I don't care. You are wrong. Listen carefully. Listen again. I am repeating. Looking at your past with the multi-dimensional logic and understanding, and waking up to the truth, your pains, your sufferings are not justified even logically, even factually, even as per the reality of happening. Is completion. doing tyaga of the false idea, many wrong things have been done to you. Lot of injustice is done to you is the real tyaga. Understand, only if you have done the sacrifice of your pain and justifications for your pain, you will understand even in the past you existed as Paramashiva, and you will gain confidence. Even in the future you can manifest your Paramashivatva. This is the fundamental truth. And there will be gap between what I am saying, what you think as your reality. I know there will be few people saying, no, Swamiji, you don't know my life, Swamiji. You don't know my life. I have pain, I had pain, and it is justified. I can sit with each one of you individually and make you understand every incident, every time you felt you have been wronged, injustice is done to you, you have been given pain, you have been a victim. Every situation, I can take it out and show you multidimensionally and make you understand you have not been wronged. Even the facts, you got it wrong. That is why you feel you have been wronged. Understand? End of the day, whether you believe or not, I am Paramashiva. From that space I am talking to you. And I am here to expose your false identity to you and make you real Paramashiva. Understand? When I claim I am Paramashiva, I am not claiming exclusivity. I am claiming my reality and your possibility. I am not claiming anything exclusive. I am claiming my reality and your possibility. That is why I am saying, I have changed the word. I am also Paramashiva. I am not going to claim anymore, I am Paramashiva. I am going to claim only, I am also Paramashiva. Understand? If I am successful in making you sacrifice the one pattern, you have been wronged. There was many injustice done to you. You have been victim. You have been cheated. Life has tortured you. Life could have been little more better. Life could have been more sympathetic. Paramashiva could have been more compassionate to you. All these patterns, if I make you sacrifice, if I make you do tyaga of all these patterns, my job is done. My job is done. You will start manifesting, Swamiji, I am Paramashiva, Swamiji. You are right, Swamiji. I should not have tortured you so much to make you go through so much to make me understand this simple, straightforward fact. I should have got it the day one you told me. Understand, it is simple, straight reality. Only the conscious, ferocious decision can make you powerless, can make you get out of powerlessness, can make you free from powerlessness. Understand? I tell you. I'll tell you what is Tyaga. It's like you got into an accident, vehicle crashed, you are almost gone other than one single breath to somehow push your body out and get out of the vehicle. That moment, how you will push yourself and get out of the vehicle, that is what is declaration of Tyaga. Collecting your whole energy and pushing you, come on. I am declaring Tyaga of this old mind and identity. The whole thing. Understand? I tell you, that is the way Tyaga functions, that is the way Tyaga works out. Tyaga will never happen by your mind getting convinced and supporting you. It's not like a vacation you are planning, where everything will be in your favor and you say, oh, ha, jujil. No. Tyaga is breakthrough in your consciousness. I tell you, all the best moments in my life was decisions made in utter Tyaga. Never go back to what you vomited. Never go back to secured, cozy, supporting ambience. Renounce higher and higher. The moment you go higher, renounce that also. When you go next level, renounce that also, but never come down. I have seen how the Tyaga works. When I left the house, to build one ashram, before even I completed that one ashram, see, I left the house to build one ashram in Tiruchengodu. Before even I completed that one ashram, I left Tiruchengodu to build a huge sangha to Bangalore. Before even I completed the building of the big sangha organization, I renounced that too to build this KAILASA nation. But nothing has left me. I have not renounced anything end of the day. See that still the first ashram is getting constructed, getting completed. Second one is evolving in a full-fledged way. The third one is already happened. In Tyaga, you change the whole space inside. I tell you, I am giving you small examples. In Tyaga, you don't lose anything. You only lose one thing, the powerless mental setup. The powerless mental setup you carry, you lose that. You break that. Do not expect your mind to get convinced about Tyaga and you doing Tyaga. No. If your mind is convinced, then it is a cunningness. It's a trap. You just decide, hey, I heard about Paramashiva. I don't have a complete route to become Paramashiva, but I am deciding. Whatever with little known, I am going to fly towards Paramashiva. The power to take absolute risk is Tyaga. Power to take absolute risk consciously, ferociously, and then stick to it. No question of turning back. No question of turning back. Every time when people are deluded, the only question they raise, Swamiji, somehow I am not having that confidence, decision, I should do Tyaga. Only then you should do Tyaga. You are now sick, deluded. Breaking the old identities, fears. Throwing away all the so-called securities, plan Bs, backups. Is Tyaga. That is Tyaga. Tyaga gives absolute fresh life. It breathes fresh life into you. It actually breathes fresh situations, lives, understandings. You are real son of the cosmos. You are real daughter of the cosmos. And you are extension. When your son or daughter wants to fulfill their reality, manifest their reality, you celebrate. That is what the meaning of the real son or real father. Real daughter and real father. Cosmos celebrates your will's completion. The good news I have for you, planets actually celebrate when you want to manifest something. Actually, they torture you because you don't want to manifest. You are stuck with your laziness, boredom, tiredness, victim pattern, stupidity, self-sympathy, self-doubt, all that. To wake you up, they torture you. But the moment you make it clear, I am not going to be victim for SDHD anymore. I am not going to be bored, tired, destroying myself anymore. I am going to manifest the reality as I want. I tell you, whenever you stand up as a man to manifest your reality, you become non-violent, you become loving, you become caring, you become beautiful, you become sweet. Understand? Romance with the life, manifesting what you want, both are one and the same. Somebody who wants to manifest what they want will not have time and energy to destroy others. Destroying is not at all a big job, understand? Any fool can destroy any big man. It's not a big thing. It's manifestation, creation. That is the real thing. I tell you, whenever you want to manifest what do you want in your life, cosmos celebrates you. Sadashiva supports you. Planets align to you. Real parihara, the graha parihara, dosha parihara is using your will and declaring to yourself and the cosmos what you want to manifest. I tell you, when you decide what you want to manifest, cosmos only supports you because you are real son of the cosmos. Understand next time, whenever you have a problem, you are real son, you are real daughter. So you don't have to worry that can my will override? Can my will override? No. Understand, this very idea, overriding, is from the concept of good and bad, right and wrong, opposite. You are not opposite party to cosmos. You are extension of cosmos. Understand? The most powerful sacred truths, when it is lived, it explodes as intense love. Love for people, love for yourself, love for others. Understand? People who try to infuse poison, violence, vengeance, anger, frustration, feeling exploited, victim mood, all that in you will be very sweet, but they'll just destroy, demolition, go away. It's like a driver of the bulldozer smiling does not mean he's doing good to your home. He's bulldozing it. And he smiles at you and says, "Hi, how are you? Wow." And he is bulldozing. It's like cops give the ticket for $200 and say, "Have a good day, have a nice day." After $200 ticket, they tell you, "Have a nice day." Understand? Anyone wants to achieve whether power manifestation or enlightenment, sincere work on your consciousness is required. Consistent, persistent. Work on your consciousness. I strongly recommend all of you,
every day try to read the Bhagavad Gita commentary I wrote. See, the whole Hinduism is based on Vedagamas. Essence of Vedagamas is Upanishads, Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad Gita. Prasthanatraya, we call it. All acharyas, all sampradayas write their own commentary for this three book. But this three book is the core. Everyone accepts that non-controversially. Whether you are a Shaivite or Vaishnavite, Shakta or Gaumara, Yogi, Vedanta, Siddhanta, Agamanta, whatever sampradaya you may be, all accept authority of the Vedagamas and all accept non-controversially this three book, Prasthanatrayam, Upanishads, Brahma Sutra, Bhagavad Gita. This three book is accepted as the core book, or I should say the core principle of Hinduism.
Yes. So some of the very important understandings that Swamiji has revealed here. Never make your problems sacred, as if I have suffered because this has happened to me, and you decide that nothing can be done about it, that there's no solution, that this experience has caused you suffering, and you literally venerate this experience, you make that as sacred. And actually, this is, in many cases, most cases, maybe that is what leads to cancer. If you see in that person's path, there will be that black spot of an experience that is labeled as a suffering, and we are not willing to even look at it or to consider that maybe it is our incompletion due to which we are suffering. We associate the suffering with the experience. And Swamiji was saying, even in our sessions before, never ever think that the world or other people can put you in suffering. You can only put yourself in suffering. So this is the true attitude of victimhood. And of course, not wanting to take responsibility for the situations in our life, assigning the blame on someone, situations, this whole attitude we need to drop. Okay, so we'll be entering into the internalization now.
Yes. Swamiji has shared about Tyaga, which is one of the very powerful mechanisms. It is a very core principle. Paramashiva himself is called as Tyaga Raja, the king of Tyaga. You need to understand that whatever you can drop, whatever is keeping you in the powerful cognition, you should not hesitate. because the quality and quantity of the way you exist is intensified through tyaga, through the sacrifice. Sacrifice even your idea about goals. Sacrificing everything which gives you pleasure is very easy. Sacrificing your guilt, your pain, your feeling you are not competent, your feeling of failure is the real tyaga. We grow so comfortable with our small identity. We use it as an excuse to be inauthentic in our own expansion. And we stick to those relationships that support us in keeping ourselves small, because then we don't have to expand. When we can compare ourselves with the people around us, we don't have to expand because we're just a little bit better than that person right next to us. Looking at your past with a multidimensional logic and understanding and waking up to the truth, your pains, your sufferings are not justified, even logically, even factually, even as per the reality of happening. That is completion. That is why Swamiji tells again and again, completion is a ferocious choice. It is not a technique. You have to do the tyaga of that comfort zone that you have built around your smaller identity. When you can surrender your smaller identity, that is when you can manifest completion.
So sacrifice that one pattern, feeling that you have been wronged, that there was injustice done to you, that you have been a victim. And someone says the person who cherishes the victimhood is the real sinner. So let's drop the victimhood. Let's decide to have powerful cognitions about everything, higher understandings, and drop the victimhood. So the exercise is pretty simple. Pen down at least say 5 feelings of victimhood in your life. You can see in the major dimensions of your life or the main painful incidents that you can recall, and write down powerful cognitions to drop the victimhood in each case. You see, just reliving may not be enough. You need to have a strong logical understanding, because otherwise each time you remember the facts, each time you look at the facts, you will pick up the same pattern again. You will again create the completion based on that logic of victimhood. And so that is the second step, powerful cognitions. Then contemplate on these powerful cognitions to manifest them and convince yourself and drop the victimhood. Okay, so we can enter into the exercise now. Start to contemplate, start to write down, and let us break and drop all the victimhood patterns.
So if you have any questions or doubts about this exercise, we have the slide which we are going to project and some examples, and you can always ask questions if you need clarification. Let's enter into this powerful process.
Yes. So with this, we come to the end of this exercise. Keep this understanding in mind, the victimhood. Whenever you feel that something wrong is done to you, that life is unfair, or that other people are the cause of your suffering, always remember, you are creating that inner space of victimhood. Therefore, you will be manifesting that into reality. Never feel that it is caused from the outside. This is a good conclusion for the whole theme of today. What all suffering you are facing is inside. It is not connected to the situation that you are facing. With this understanding, if we can drop the suffering, be complete, be powerful, you will see that you can face any situation in your life, even whatever is considered as the most harsh or most difficult situation. Without suffering, you will only grow, you will only learn, you will only become stronger and stronger.
Yes. And with this, we also come to the conclusion of this day of Paramashivoham Level 2. Tomorrow, we're going to receive the Virabhadra Murti Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, one of the most ferocious forms of Paramashiva. And we have learned today how important it is to be ferocious with those parts that make us feel that they are part of ourselves, while they are actually delusionary parasites that are eating away our own life and possibilities. So let us enjoy this powerful day where we are going to have rounds of powerful process. We're looking forward to guide all of you through this process.
And tomorrow, very powerful processes on past life regressions. We'll be learning different techniques that we can use to retrieve past life memories, and we'll have specific processes also exclusive to the Paramashivoham, where you will be guided to go back in time and retrieve the past life memories. So make sure to be there throughout the day so that you can participate in these meditations, and having received the context before, so that you have all the right understandings for a complete, full experience. So with this, thank you all for having been there with us today for these sessions, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. With this, let us conclude now together. Let us chant the Purna Mantra and offer our gratitude at Swamiji's feet for everything that we have received and experienced today.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam, everyone.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Around 5,000 years ago, at the end of Mahabharat War, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu